All right, thank you very much, Janet and Hussein over there. Remember, Hussein, I said I'll have a comeback. I'm still working on it. I'll think about it. I'm creative like that. But let's take a look at some of the things that have been making the trends, and we'll quickly go to the first one right away to see exactly what's been happening. So there are different trends that have been coming up this week, Hussein, and many of them are basically tailored alongside what's been happening. That is, events that have been happening all around. The first one, of course, is the one for Jehovah Wanyonyi. Of course, there's been a lot of things there. We'll start on the onset by saying we respect each and everybody's religion, and these trends are just based on the other side of what people are saying on social media, and that's why they qualify. So this one says, when God is dead, things are thick. Rest in peace, Jehovah Wanyonyi.
And I won't say anything about that.
Yes, and then there's another one here that says, if everybody will be patient, Jehovah Wanyonyi will rise again from the dead. And these are just people basically poking fun at the whole incident. But here's another one who said, and this one is actually by our very own Wahiga Maura. And basically the hashtag is called Someone Tell Uganda. This was somebody sleeping in the Ugandan parliament. You can't make out who. Will leave his name reserved. But they say this is a hotbed or sitting posture.
And how did this hashtag come about?
This one came about because, you know, the President Uhuru Kenyatta was actually speaking in Uganda in the parliament, and that picture that we showed was somebody actually sleeping while the President was speaking. And then this is another one. They say, someone tell Uganda, please, it is not Uhuru Kenyatta. It is Uhuru Kenyatta.
Oh, come on.
And this is another one. They say, someone tell Uganda that their parliament building is very squeezed. Na hii duale na bidio wangeweza hata guarana raisi.
Kenyans on Twitter are a tough crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should take pride in that.
Yeah.
Then, of course, there's the next picture over there of somebody, a barber trying to be creative. This one is called that scary moment when. So this is a barber really trying to get the right cut, and says that scary moment when this barber insists that he wants to do the shape just perfect. And here's where I have, just like your hairstyle, Hussein Mohammed.
Oh, there's your comeback.
Trust me, it takes like 2 or 3 people to shave this guy.
There it is.
I don't want to go into that.
Hussein Mohammed's haircut. That scary moment when you put your hand in your trouser pocket to pay a konda, that is a kanga, and can't find the money. Kumbe, it's in your shirt pocket. Now this one, Hussein, I set it up to introduce the next hashtag. So the next hashtag is one that's been very funny. Those Kenyans went back to the interesting things that Matatu touts say. And so we'll go to the next one. So this is to set up that one. And this is popular Makanga quotes. So this is the first one. So this is a customer comes to the Matatu and says, kuna kiti? And then the conda says, kwani hao wengine wamekalia ndoo? And then there's another one that says, so in this case, you do not have money. You say, naweza panda bure ama unaweza nikatia. They say, madam ama nani ukitaka lift, enda Times Tower ama Anniversary Tower. And then there's one here. They say this is a scenario, a stage full of people, and then the Makango, the Konda says, Tao 30, 30 is 30 bob, Janet. I know, watch on the kuni, 30 bob, 30 shillings. Tao 30, and then nobody enters. And then the Konda says, dere inua, hao wanangojea ngamia.
And between me and you, Raburu, maybe Janet who doesn't experience this.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, come again, Hussein?
I think among the 3 of us, definitely Janet who has never experienced this, or doesn't experience it.
Who has experience in being a tout?
No, riding in a matatu, Raburu, come on.
You know, the war is between you two. Don't drag me into it. What else do we have, Raburu? What else do we have on trend?
The thing is, it is Hussein who is a former tout. Now, so there's somebody who has tout.
I used to hang in high school. I wasn't a tout, but I used to hang outside the matatu. You know, it was cool then.
Oh, wow.
Hanging on the door. But anyway, let's go on.
So somebody says here, tao ngapi chwanya? And says, sio mbao. So he says, okay, fanya hivi madam. Enda ukunywe mafuta ya mbao. Halafu ukimbie hadi ufike tao. So this is what has been happening, Hussein. And remember also, just to update us, since we've been watching the trends, someone tell Kagame is still trending. A lot of questions and comments coming about that. I suspect it will even be raised to someone tell Rwanda very soon, because that's somebody that is also starting to happen. But that is the trends, and of course, thank you guys for tuning in as well. And remember, Hussein Mohammed, you can thank God for pali ulitoka kwa nini boda nini kanga and all those things, being a tout and hanging on doors.
Well, Saburo, thank you as always. Let's do this again next week. God willing, let's take a look at your feedback now, what you've been saying on Twitter. Right, Gerald Lepario, crucial bills like land reform should be given priorities to avoid violence from historical injustices.
Then we have Parliament should give compelling reasons for extending the period to work on 28 pieces of legislation.
Alex Jehu, it doesn't make any sense to beat deadline and later we start amending laws. I go for extension of the period.
And then the government's primary duty is to implement and enforce laws generated by a legislature or created by courts of law. That's Blamwell and Njururi.
And finally, Malik Mureu, the government of Kenya has the responsibility to ensure the constitution is implemented. It is not an elective duty. Well, thank you so much for all your comments and for watching The Big Question tonight. I'm Hussein Mohammed. Have a good night.
I'm Janet Mogwandishu. Thank you so much for watching and have a good night.